Thank you very much, Ashish ji. I'm really happy to be here today discussing from what I see, like a very stellar panel. My name is Danish Aziz, and I work for UNICEF India as education specialist, specifically for the region of Jammu and Kashmir. I've been with UNICEF for close to 6 years now, and before that, I've been working with various organizations, government, non-government, and currently, my life mission basically is uh, effective delivery of education, if I may say, to put it in I couldn't possibly put it in a more specific manner than that. Effective delivery education is like the motive of my work. Thank you for having me. What is the focus of education? Are the children learning? That's important. I mean, getting an
Yeah.
education is different from whether they are learning.
So, Dr. Neeraj, you have your own personal views on
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
quality?
Actually, when we are talking about the quality of education, so basically we have to first divide uh, these things into three parts. The first part is institution and the government or administration, and second part is teachers, and third part is the student. Students are most important parts because all are working for them. So when we are talking about the quality of education with respect to students and the parents, the first and foremost criteria is the quality of employability, of the students. So when this is the, I think this is the primary criteria for students. So if employability is there, then education is of a good quality. If employability is not there, then education is not at
See, as Mr. Aziz has pointed out, that there are ways to measure how good is the delivery to some extent. Though I would say that even we cannot ensure. I've taught students, and we cannot ensure that delivery is up to the level to each student. There are ways in which we have to explore, and our the procedure of universities or even schools and colleges, I'm not aware, but is it basically hinders you to deliver that way. But the issue is now completely different. Issue is basically, what are we educating for? What purpose? What do you want to achieve? That's the main question. So in that context, the education has to be.
Okay, thanks. Over to you, Pradyum.
Thanks, Ashish. A very For me, it's a very touchy topic, quality of education. And well, yes, the focus has been traditional, and as Dr. Neeraj said, that there are three areas that we need to focus on. And Mr. Aziz also said a lot of things about how there are various parameters available. Uh, my thought is a bit different, and the focus of everything in our country probably is on employability, on how to get a job. And education is focused, probably geared towards getting jobs. And why do we need jobs? Because there's no money, there's a lot of scarcity, and everybody's competing for 10 seats, 100 seats, 1,000 seats, 10,000 seats, and there are crores behind it. So this mentality causes us to totally create a momentum to achieve a target. And once we have achieved it, we realize that at the age of, probably when we have a job at the age of 23, 24, we stop learning. Requires us to be practical innovators, and probably we are not creating enough innovations. So that's where I think, I could probably be absolutely incorrect. But those are my thoughts for. I think still our assessment systems are not yet there. How do we talk about life skills? How do we measure them? How do we talk about social emotional learning, and how do we measure it? But I think eventually, we are now looking at a more comprehensive way
beyond these it's so-called indicators, we are now looking at a realm where there are things that can't be measured, that can only be, because we are like, and I've had those discussions with you, Ashish ji, time for, we are looking at bringing up, complete students, not as just, uh, uh, job seekers for tomorrow, but also, as complete empathetic human beings who can perform, who have life skills, who can. So we don't tell them don't choose a profession based on, what are the different parts. Look at 21st century problems. What are the problems you want to solve? If you look at that way, what do you think are problems in your community, in your society, or the world at large? Look at a particular problem and think yourself as
चाहूंगा
Imran,
जो
in fact,
दारी
I
साहब
was
ने अभी
going to
कहा,
come to you. Yeah, yeah,
ओके
yeah, please.
सॉरी।
No, no,
सो
please.
जैसे दारी साहब ने अभी कहा कि इनोवेशन है और हमारे यहाँ जुगाड़ बहुत अच्छा होता है। सो वो जुगाड़ जो ज़्यादातर होता है वो हमारा विलेजेस की साइड से निकल के आता है, और आई डोंट थिंक कि जो हम जितनी हम बातें कर रहे हैं यहाँ पे इनोवेशन की, या जो लैब्स हम बना रहे हैं, वो एजुकेशन सिस्टम या वो फैसिलिटीज़ हमारे जो गांव के स्कूल्स हैं या जो डिस्ट्रिक्ट के स्कूल्स हैं वहाँ तक पहुँच पाती हैं। So, what are we doing to make those schools enabled so that the students from there can come out and do the innovation and be a part of the developing India?